Welcome back to another episode on the MLD Balls page. In today's episode, I'm going to be doing my official first round mock draft. I decided to make it only one round. I would have loved to do two, but I made a big board last night and we got a couple trades. So I'm excited that I'm going away about it of only doing a first round because tomorrow or right after the draft, maybe I'll do a double upload right after the draft, have a kind of live reaction. I'm going to do round two. Within the next 24 hours, y'all going to get in round two with who's on the board before round two actually happens, if you know what I mean. This feels like Christmas. Just made my big board. It's the NBA eve of the draft. Really, it's the day of because it's in a couple hours. And with pick one for the Washington Wizards, I'm at the point of Darren Peterson or Cameron Boozer. AJ Debinsa, his ability to not be able to shoot year one is kind of the Wizards' window, believe it or not, for me. They have Trae Young on the max deal. They have Anthony Davis at the back end of his career. They have Alex Sarr, who a number 2 overall pick, who's shown ability to play. And right now, Cameron Boozer, why don't you draft Anthony Davis a backup? I don't see why Anthony Davis is not very capable of getting hurt at any moment. And I don't see why Cameron Boozer at 6'9" can't play small forward. To me, Cameron Boozer is a Gucci version of Danilo Gallinari. You know, he's like Lauri Markkanen. Cameron Boozer is like Paolo Banchero, you know. I don't like him at center. So him next to Alex Sarr for the rest of his career also would be awesome. I think the day of the draft, I think it's going to be Darren Peterson. But I'm going to, oh man, this is, okay. This is where I'm about to figure out a lot. Because on my big board, I have Cameron Boozer number 1. I don't think that's going to happen tonight. But I think Cameron Boozer is the best player in the draft. And I'm going to take the best player in the draft. It's just what I do. Anthony Davis is very capable of needing a backup at any given moment. And Cameron Boozer is more than capable of playing small forward. He could shoot lights out. He could rebound with the best of them. He's also a good defender. He's just analytically the best player. You know, just take the best player. He's just easy. Right here, AJ Debinsa is cool. Darren Peterson is better, in my opinion. But I think AJ just like he has a low floor that I'm not really vibing with. And the Utah Jazz, to be honest, I don't see why they don't need more guard play. Darren Peterson isn't the greatest playmaker. In a crazy world, I think this team, in my opinion, if I were them, I'd trade back to try and get like a Darius Acuff to like be point. But I might go AJ. AJ's been here. He loves playing in Utah. Darren Peterson just seemed like he like don't even take me. And AJ is like an elite scorer. I do think AJ's awesome. I understand I ain't take him number 1. I just think Cameron Boozer is just special. I'm gonna go AJ right here. Even though I don't love him over Darren Peterson, it's just he's been at BYU. He's played in Utah. He played high school basketball at Utah, and he's not really gonna be a shooting guard, but he's a scoring guard. You know, like the spacing on this team, he's gonna be able to take advantage of it, like and just be a number 1 scoring option. He's a better version of Ace Bailey. I don't know what you do with Ace Bailey after this, but you go AJ Debinsa there, and now you got an easy pick for the Memphis Grizzlies going Darren Peterson at number 3. He could have went number 1. He could have went number 1. He could have went number 2. I doubt he falls to 3 tonight, man. I just maybe the injuries. I don't know. I wish, you know, all 3 of these guys could have went number 1, but that's not real. So, you know, Darren Peterson at 3 is kind of crazy. Number 4 is where I'm gonna turn a lot of heads and show y'all that this is what I would do mock draft. This is where I turn a lot of heads, y'all. I'm gonna go Steinbach, and this is an easy one for me. Did they trade for Nicholas Claxton? Wait, who got Nicholas Claxton? Because like that's kind of the timeline I'm on now. A Julius Randle trade happened last night, and I believe Nicholas Claxton's a Bull now. So like, would you even want Like I've been saying I'm gonna take Heinz Steinbeck here, but now the fact that you even got like a non-floor spacing center, do you really want to take a Caleb Wilson, you know? Darius Acuff is the next question for me here. I'm going. For the Bulls here is Darius Acuff or Heinz Steinbeck. Maybe you could convince me Kingston Fleming's Braden Burries. Braden Burries is a dog. I'm gonna look at my big board real quick. I have Braden Burries 7th on my big board. Heinz Steinbeck is 4th. Like there's just some players that I'm higher on than these boards. And right here for the Bulls, I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on Heinz Steinbeck. He could shoot. He led the league in rebounding. He's been a professional basketball player for Germany. He is a great defender, in my opinion. Very switchable defender. Him spacing out the court at stretch 4 is a real thing. And Matas Buzelis, the Bulls will have a huge lineup, and be able to grab boards, be able to defend. And Josh Giddey will still be able to be the star of the show. It's like what they want, right? They want Josh Giddey to be the star player, and Heinz Steinbeck will play off of him. Set amazing screens. I think this is the best screen setter in the draft. He's able to pick and pop, pick and roll, everything. Next pick is the who has pick 5. Okay, pick 5. I don't think I'm gonna let, even though he's 9th on my big board, I do really think taking a big right here for the Clippers is valuable. I did take Heinz Steinbeck over him, but it's not like I'm low on the man. He just can't shoot. And I think Heinz Steinbeck is an underrated defender and has already played professional basketball and was awesome in March Madness. But Caleb Wilson right here at 5, like it ain't like he sucks. It's just I wish he could shoot like Heinz Steinbeck could, and he could make plays. He can make plays. He can put the ball on the court. He's super athletic. He even led the league in dunks. Like he cool. Caleb Wilson is cool. He cool. He cool. Pick 6. The Brooklyn Nets are about to do something stupid, man. Like who knows? Let me check out this team's roster real quick. This team is capable of doing anything, right? So they got Julius Randle, who just out of nowhere. They got Michael Porter Jr. So they got wings, right? They even got Igor Demon, who's like a wing. What do they do with Julius Randle? Who cares? It's just they don't have a center. Like, their center spot is so vacant that it's kind of scary. Like, no way are they just gonna go with Dame Murray when freaking Darius Acuff is on the board. Maybe, you know what? With pick 28 and 43, I'm just gonna take 2 centers. No cap. Yeah, it's a need now, but like Darius Acuff is that much better than a Dame Murray that like I'm willing to just take him here and draft 2 centers. No, like I'm not letting Nicholas Claxton change the process at pick 6. Darius Acuff is way too good. Just take 2 centers later on in the draft. Just straight up. Darius Acuff is a star player. 45% from the 3. He has the floater. He could just be the lead guard, and all of these guys that are capable secondary playmakers will be awesome next to him. Just nah. You got to go Darius Acuff. I don't care that you just traded Nicholas Claxton. No way you draft a Dame Murray over him, but it's gonna happen. Like they're gonna do it. But this is not a predictive mock draft. This is what I would do. They're gonna be stupid. Pick 7. It's Kingston Flemings. I don't even think I have to think about it too much. I'm gonna look at my big board real quick. He's even the highest rated player on my big board at the moment. So yeah, Kingston Flemings, De'Aaron Fox type-esque player, awesome shooter. Well, I wouldn't say awesome, but he's a capable shooter. He's not the most volume, but I heard him say himself that he's going to shoot more threes in the NBA. He literally has to. And he's that good of a playmaker, that good of a defender. He could end up being better than an Acuff just value-wise, but Acuff is a star, man. He's awesome. Maybe I overdid what I did with the Brooklyn Nets, saying that no way you go a Dame Murray at pick 6 because I'm thinking about taking him right here at 8 for the Hawks. But it's just like no way you take a Dame Murray when Darius Acuff is on the board, you know? Braden Burries is cool. He's even like fit for the team. But I feel like they got enough of him. Christian Anderson would be cool, but I think this team, especially with where they're at, Ade Mere would be like the final piece. Where is he ranked on my big board? 16, 17, 18. I got him 18th on my big board. I'm taking him 10 spots higher than I have him ranked, but at this point, this was a team that took the team that won the NBA Finals to 6 games. They could go need a little bit more than a rebuilding Brooklyn Nets team. That's just what it is. This is me going needy a bit, but I think he's still going to be a fine NBA player, and him on the Hawks would be awesome. But at 6 to the Brooklyn Nets, it's just like when you pushing it a little bit, man, because I'm already pushing it here for the Hawks. Like, come on, man. Don't do that, please. Pick 9. Right here is Braden Burries or Christian Anderson. I really prefer a lead guard for this team, believe it or not. Who knows whatever happens with Kyrie Irving. And even with Kyrie Irving on the team, he's still in need of backup. Nembhard is awesome, but like at some point the team don't care, like Nembhard is awesome, believe it or not, but he could be a third string or 2.5 string because you're on the team with Kyrie Irving. I do think taking Christian Anderson here is just awesome. He even reminds me of Kyrie Irving. He's like a two-way Kyrie Irving. He could shoot amazingly. Texas Tech had him play 38 out of 40 minutes a game because how awesome of a playmaker he is, and three-point shooter and defender. Like he could do it all. He could do it all. Pick 10 right here for the Bucks. Wow, they just did a crazy trade, right? Giannis is gone. Oh man, what a change. So they got Khalil Ware. And like Jaime Jaquez for the foreseeable future. Maybe even Tyler Hero. Maybe even Ryan Rollins. Like that is their starting lineup, right? I'm just naming starting lineups now at this point. Get Yaxel Lindeborg. Him on this team wouldn't be terrible. Dylan Swain, Allen Graves. Now that Giannis is gone, there is like a vacant spot at the 4 that maybe a Khalil Ware could play. But this is a team that I'd go Keaton Wagler or Braden Burries, but Tyler Hero is actually a good player. He's from Wisconsin. I believe that the Bucks will obviously do their due diligence in their job of listening to offers, but they have a guarantee as someone that to stay there for their career and is a good secondary playmaker, good secondary shot creator. Like he's a third option. He's a third option. Khalil Ware is a defensive superstar that you could build around. Honestly, as a Heat fan, I'm a Heat fan and I love Khalil Ware. I think that's what was the most valuable thing in the trade. But Tyler Hero, like I said, he could legitimately be a number 3 option on the team, and Jaime Jaquez is a starting level player. And then he got another pick on top of this. So we got 2 picks here. We got another one at 13. I think Yaxel with one of these picks is very enticing. Mikael Brown, him and Tyler Hero as a backcourt is a little bit nasty as a defensive thing. At point guard, he could go LeBaron Fillon. Let me look at my big board right here. This is where I got to call out my big board. Malik Thomas here. Malik Thomas here would be very intriguing. I got him ranked 11th. He could play combo guard, he could play either or, and then he could come off the bench, like he could steal Ryan Rollins or Tyler Hero job, either one, whoever he playing better than. Do I think Malik Thomas is better than Keaton Wagler? Because I got my big board out and I almost want to like revise that, right? Because if I'm the Bucks, I'm thinking Malik Thomas, believe it or not, he could, like I said, play the 1 or the 2 defensive, guard, played next to Darius Acuff, and he had no problem. So I don't see it's Tyler Hero's like on Darius Acuff level as of now, believe it or not. So like Malik Thomas can play off Tyler Hero. He can play off Ryan Rollins. I'm thinking I'm going Malik Thomas right here at pick 10. Malik Thomas is really, really good. He is really good. I got a couple players above. No, Malik Thomas is 11th on my big board. So taking him at pick 10 makes sense. It just Wagler is higher on my big board, but that might even be wrongfully. That might even be wrongfully. I'm happy that this is the highest I've ever took Malik. I've told myself in the past that I do be letting Malik fall a little bit more than I want. Like he's always going to the Pistons somehow. Like I'm happy that the day of the draft, I made a big board and got Malik where he belongs to be. Um, Now we on the Golden State Warriors, and this is a team that just needs a big, right? I'm thinking like, they just need a big man. This is a team that I reach for Henry. Henry is 30th on my big board. Yeah, huge reach, right? He's 30th on my big board, but I compare him to a Chris Stops, and he is such a good shooter that he could just, you know, plug and play when Kristaps is hurt, when Kristaps isn't. And just look how much bigger he is than Draymond. Like, just look how much bigger he is than Draymond. He's 6'11". Um, Chris Knock at center is intriguing. It is. Chris Knock here is a little bit intriguing because I do even have Chris Knock ranked higher. So, like, Chris Knock is just a young, and I don't think he's the type of player like the Warriors would want, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna reach here and take. Oh wow, this is the first player that we have the exact same ranking on. I have him 30th on my board also, but he's a great finisher. He can rebound. He shoots the ball amazing. Like I gotta just take him. Kind of a reach, but it was worth it. Right here for the OKC Thunder, I'm thinking I just straight up go Chris Knock. I thought about him with the last pick. The Thunder, in my opinion, need like power forward centers. Like they don't have that. Keaton Wagler still being on the board is intriguing for a lot of people. He does have potential. I am letting him fall a bit. It just mock draft. He's 10th on my big board, and like it's mock draft. I wouldn't want a guard for the Thunder. I'd want a wing. I'd want screen setting. I'd want a scorer, and Keaton Wagler could do that for sure. But they got Jared McCain already. Thinking Chris Sanak, like he does have less potential, but for this Thunder team right now, the last thing I want is a guard, man. Like you just have a size off that bench. Maybe even a Trevon Brazile. Trevon Brazile could automatically be a better shooter. Um, Morez Johnson. Morez Johnson is cool. Morez Johnson. Right here for the Thunder, though, I am looking more at a wing. Braden Burry's fit awesome. He would fit awesome. But I just don't want to guard. Yeah, they're better. I ain't gonna lie, they are better. But I don't want to guard on this team at all. I just don't want to guard. Maybe the Thunder go ahead and draft Dylan Swain. I wouldn't. I'm looking almost towards Allen Graves right here. Get maybe even Julius Randle for Tyler Hero just to go and be fake competitive. You'd have a starting lineup of Ryan Rollins, Keaton Wagler, Jaime, Julius Randle, Khalil Ware, like just a bunch of new names. See who's the star and let Tyler Hero go eat on Brooklyn with what Darius Acuff. Nah, uh, nah. I don't like. That's why I don't like living in the worlds of trades. Yaxel Lindeborg here is maybe ideal because like he just be a forward next to Khalil Ware. Like, I don't see why he can't be a forward next to Khalil Ware. Like, he does fit next to Khalil Ware. Like, point forward, just rebound. He shoots threes, and he could alleviate pressure off the team. Dylan Swain is cool. Dylan Swain is cool. At the power forward position, Morez Johnson or Yaxel, like Chris Sanak right here is cool too. He actually is. Just Chris Sanak to be a defensive tower with Khalil Ware. Like, oh man, you have Miles Turner, Khalil Ware, Chris Sanak. That's hard to score on. But Yaxel could put the ball on the court. You're gonna be missing a lot of that without Giannis. But you're getting Malik and Hero, which are gonna, come take a lot of that back. I'm debating on Chris Sanak or Yaxel Lindeborg. Like, I I have a hard time with Yaxel because like how old he is, but maybe I'll just take him here. But no way, like his ceiling isn't that high. Like, but you getting a lot back for Giannis, like just a lot back. Bro, him to replace Giannis feels evil, like it's a superstar. You can't replace him. You just gotta move on. You ain't make the playoffs. You got a lot back, but do you want a replacement or the best player available? Because Braden Burries and Malik Thomas literally could just be backcourt of the future with Ryan Rollins. Like, however you do that. Like, moving on from Tyler Hero isn't crazy, but like you just got him. I don't want to like project trades. Okay, one more thing you could do is run Keaton Wagler at small forward. You're not really a team that's here to win right now. He does have a high ceiling. Keaton Wagler could play small forward. Like, that's kind of where I'm leaning towards because he's falling. He could shoot. Jaime coming off the bench might suck, but he could just be the best bench player in the league, Or Keaton Wagler could be that. I'm leaning towards Keaton Wagler. He could shoot the ball, but Braden Burries is better. It's just that Keaton Wagler could play small forward to me. Braden Burries is just locked in at 2 guard. Okay, is there anyone else? This Bucks pick is like I don't want to sit there and just not draft the best player available. Who is a forward that could impact this team? Trayvon Brazil. I do love Trayvon Brazil, man. Trayvon Brazil is so awesome, and like I'd probably take him for the Hornets with one of these next picks. I have him higher on my big board than most people. Let me see where I have Brazil ranked. I have him 16, 17, 18, 19. I have him 19th on my big board. And I really desperately want a forward that I could pair with Khalil Ware. Him and Khalil Ware like the same player. Imagine you just run him at the 4. You'd give Hero like a lob threat. Oh man, I'm looking at Trevon Brazil here. Yeah, Keaton Wagler's better, Brandon Burry's better, but like I got Malik Thomas, Ryan Rollins, Hero. But Brazili is really good to me. He's underrated. He's been in the first round hype before. He's came back from an injury, and every year in college he shot the ball well and gotten blocks, at least one a game, and he has the highest field goal percentage in the paint. Like him and Malik Thomas, you got Malik Thomas. So you'd have Ryan Rollins, Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez, Trevon Brazil with Khalil Ware. That's a lot of shooting. And then Malik Thomas off the bench, even more shooting. Like, is that not how you win NBA basketball? Jaden Quaintance is a defensive mobster who you could really just run at the 4. Like Jaden Quaintance at the 4 for this team would literally just like replace Giannis kind of. I think Jaden Quaintance could be that man. Morris Johnson. Morris Johnson is awesome fit next to Khalil Ware, just big strong guy. Bro, this Giannis trade is gonna make this pick hard because it feels like you're gonna try and like take Giannis replacement. Like, is Wagler that much better than Brazil? Almost, right? This is really hard for the Bucks. Or for me because I took a combo guard, and this team already has enough guards. Like, do you take best player available here and trade Tyler Hero for some like wings? That might end up, if I'm the Bucks, that just might end up being my way of going about this. I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna take Burries or Wagler. They are two top 10 players on my board. Those are the only top 10 players left on my board. Burries is ranked higher. Burries and Malik Thomas as a backcourt, bro, that's a problem. That's a problem. Then there are two undersized guards, and Malik already plays enough defense to where Wagler's like creation is so much better than Burries. I'm gonna take Wagler. I usually take him at 10. Two guards for this team is kind of annoying, but like Wagler's a top 10 player. You just got to take him, right? Right here for the Hornets, Burries is awesome. Chris Sanak is cool. Chris Sanak is cool. But I have Brazil ranked one spot higher than him. I also have Morris Johnson above both. I'm thinking Brazil here though. His lob threat ability, but Morris Johnson's defense, his just how young he is, his ability to shoot already, how big and strong he is already. Like, it's almost what you want Brazil to turn into, right? But Brazil is a better shooter. I'm gonna take Morris here. Like, man, Brazil could probably fall back. Man, right here for the Bulls, we got big man. Yeah, right here for the Bulls, you just need a guard that. Oh, right here, you just take Burries. Burries is a top 10 player. Look, you got Giddey, Burries, Matas, Highness, and Claxton. Easy. Don't even got to think this one too much. Braden Burry should go way higher tonight. Like, I let him fall. He should go way higher tonight. 16 for the Grizzlies. Yeah, I would have took Allen Graves here. Yeah, so I kind of did hold them. Maybe you could go a Chris Sanak now. Chris Sanak looking like the pick. Darren Peterson, you just had to take whoever fell to 3 for me. And right here, you go Brazili or Chris Sanak. And I think this team goes with the younger prospect in Brazili, Sanak. I mean, Brazili though, he could catch lobs. Like, he'd be so fun on this team. I'm higher on him than most people. I might just pull the trigger on him right here because he takes the shot selections I'd want Chris Sanak to do. Like, he's what you'd want Chris Sanak to be. And I was about to draft Chris Sanak. Gonna take Brazili there. Chris Sanak might be the pick right here though. Like, I think Chris Sanak has the ability to be a forward next to Chet and let Chet be like scary because he at least to shoot the ball. Or you could have Badungai at center and put Chet or keep Chet at power forward actually, but they could just list this guy at center and let Chet keep being soft and draft Chris Sanak. You get 2 wings. Yeah, you could have got Burries, who's like almost a better player, but you already a championship team because of your guard play. Why take more guards? Get something to complement them. Get some size. Allen Graves can shoot. Chris Sanak could shoot. And wow, Brazili did not fall back to this team, which sucks. Brazili on the Hornets with his ability to shoot threes and catch lobs. You don't need nothing else. All you need is a role player that can catch threes, and you got enough star play on this team. No need for another star. Terrace Reed is intriguing. Terrace Reed could just be a dominant big for them. I also like Badungai because of his ability to catch lobs and more. Um, Terrace Reed might be better, but Dunguy's ability to catch lobs for this team would be off the chart, man. Like set screens, catch lobs. You have Morez Johnson and Badungai next to three star players. Just you don't need nothing else. This team is easy point guard, right? Who's the highest point guard left on my big board? I have Ibuka. Yeah, Ibuka's creation from the 3 point line. His playmaking is awesome. LeBaron Finelon is cool. Mikel Brown is cool. I have those guys ranked right after, but freshman out of Stanford was just awesome, bro. He could put the ball in the basket, step back threes. He'll be the 3 point creator and defender on this team, and he's the best ball handler out of these bunch of guys. He's a better ball handler than Mikel Brown. He has such a tight handle. Um, right here for the Spurs, pick 20 for the Spurs. Okay, LeBaron Finelon or Mikel Brown here is intriguing because like this team just love shooting the ball, right? But I also I don't mind Koa Pete, even though like I have him so low on my board. I'm thinking Yaxel Lindeborg. Yeah, okay, Yaxel Lindeborg here might be a pick. He could be like he could shoot the ball. He could be what they wanted Jeremy Sohan to be next to Wimby, but the 3 point development is already there. Um Yaxel, I kind of forced him to be 16th on my big board. I don't love Yaxel, but at 16 here to a team that hates even spacing out the court, or I mean hates shooting the ball at the rim, he could take advantage of that. And he could ball handle. He doesn't have turnover issues. Like Yaxel is just an older prospect, but it's almost like he's on the same timeline as the Spurs, and they're a super young team. So NBA wise, he'll fit right in with these guys, and I think that's the pick. Right here for the Detroit Pistons. Okay, do you trade for Tyler Hero when you could just get Isaiah Evans, bro? Like, why trade for Tyler Hero and Isaiah Evans right here? Like people are saying they should trade for Tyler Hero, Isaiah Evans right there, and he actually shoots threes instead of foot on the line too. Is like KG. Like if Tyler Hero is what Pistons fans are begging for, that means you don't need Mikel Brown, you don't need LeBaron Finelon. Just take Isaiah Evans. He could shoot, he could defend. Finelon could shoot and defend too, though he could play make even a little bit. Mikel Brown is cool. I might just go Evans. Like, I don't see why fans are begging for Tyler Hero and just can't take Isaiah Evans. Like, it's just that simple. It's just that simple. Isaiah Evans, best shooter in the draft. He is the next Mikal Bridges. Like, would you rather Mikal Bridges or Tyler Hero? Because Mikal Bridges is drafted pick 21 to the Detroit Pistons. Pick 22 to the 76ers. Okay. Pick 22 to the 76ers. Who's the best big on my board? Is Terrace Reed. Okay, but Terrace Reed or Zuby or Jaden Quaintance. Like, this is a team that needs big man, in my opinion. Ah, man. Nate Ahmet is cool, Nate Ahmet, but he can't play center. Like, I want a center like Terrace Reed. I want a young, fresh center. So I'm staying away from Jaden Quaintance. You actually got to erase him off of your big board if you're the 76ers. No cap. Zuby or Terrace Reed is the question. Zuby got outclassed by Terrace Reed, but Zuby could play next to Joel Embiid better. But at the same time, Terrace Reed, man, this is such a Joel Embiid pick. Because Quaintance is just totally off the board because of Joel Embiid. Koa Pete could low key like it'd be experimenting him at small ball center, so I wouldn't want to do that. He would fit with the team, but nah. You go Terrace Reed. I Terrace Reed just led them to the championship game too, right? and then you just throw Embiid at power forward. But is Embiid like fast enough to do that? Terrence Reed is just better than Zuby. I'm gonna go Terrence Reed here. Terrence Reed, big man, just be big man, right? Andre Drummond replacement. Um, 23rd, the Hawks got Ademare, and right here you're gonna go to best guard available. Is LeBaron Philon better than Mikel Brown? Maybe I should change that. Mikel Brown or LeBaron Philon? Um, man, I am a little bit low on Mikel. I'm thinking Philon could play defense next to this team so nicely. He could create 3-point looks, but is this team in need of a 3-point creator instead? That it almost like this team needs a 3-point creator, not a guy who can't create threes. LeBron Philon's like Ben Simmons, but he could shoot. Mikel Brown is like Jalen Green, but he could play make. This team is almost more in need of a Jalen Green that could play make. They lost Trae Young, but he isn't just Jalen Green, like man, he would literally come in and just replace Trae Young. I ain't gonna lie, this is like Trae Young, bro. He played just like Trae Young, but like, do you like that? Like, that's kind of why Hawks fans, if y'all have seen other like mock drafts and he goes way higher, it's because I view him like a Trae Young. He is very good though. Like Trae Young is a star player too. It almost like I'm thinking about just taking him here. It's him or LeBron Philon. It's just at the Hawks position, it's almost contradicting to take Trae Young here, but I mean Trae Young is talented. It also was him having problems with coaches, right? Is Mikel Brown gonna do that? Mikel Brown's injury history is a little bit further. I'm gonna go Philon. Philon plays better defense, but he can play make. I would like Mikel Brown there. It wouldn't be terrible, but it almost feels contradicting to go Mikel Brown there and they just let Trae Young go. New York Knicks. Okay, right here. Okay, who's the best player available? New York Knicks getting Mikel Brown. Is that cracked? Um, um, New York Knicks getting Mikel Brown. That's a fun one, right? But they got enough guard play, believe it or not. Even if he's awesome, Cameron Carr, cool. Um, okay. Who else can this team get? Lamar Wilkerson is almost better than a Cam Carr to me. Lamar Wilkerson could put the ball in the basket. He's not as athletic though. He's not as athletic. Yeah, I gotta put Cam. Lamar Wilkerson has been consistently shooting for years now. Um, okay. Who is going here for what team am I selecting for? The New York Knicks. Um, Zuby has been a very popular pick from fans, even from me around this area. Um, Big man is a very popular pick. You almost want a big man that can hit a free throw if you're a New York Knicks fan, right? Even after that finals run, you almost want a big man that can hit a free throw. Um, Nate Ament, Nate Ament, is he on a team here where he knows that like he isn't the number one option, and that's a good thing? Like, I don't know. Mikel Brown here would be cool, right? Shooting guard, like their small ball lineup when Jalen Brunson's off on the bench is like a little bit bigger, but like you got enough. Yeah, you got Jose Alvarado, awesome defender. I like that way more actually. Um, Alex Carabin could just come in and play minutes on this team. No cap. Like you just come in and get minutes. Like that's some people in the league, and that would be Alex Carabin. He just come in and get minutes, just like Georges Niang. Um, this team could use like a big a wing big a big wing. A big wing. Baba Miller is so cool. Baba Miller is like the definition of potential. He has so much potential. Um, but you could get like a real first round prospect here. Um, Let me look at it all again. Let me look at my big board. Who's the highest ranked player on my big board is Mikael Brown. I mean, Mikael Brown is actually like talented, man. It just is that the shooting guard you want? I mean, when Jose Alvarado's in lineups, he could play shooting guard and be the lead guard, right? Mikael Brown could like be cool on his team. You almost got to go Mikael Brown. He's still on the board, right? I got him ranked 14th on my big board. He's a top 15 player. Um, Next to Jalen Brunson is just my thing, but he'd be coming off the bench. Off the bench, star player. You can't hate that. Just probably it's just that like you'd probably trade him eventually to get a defensive like wing, but he's just the best player on the board, and he also would be cool. You could throw Mikael Bridges at small forward shooting guard. People got backups, right? Jose Alvarado's so good though, but in minutes where Jose Alvarado's in the game, he could be shooting guard. Like it ain't like Mikael Brown is tiny. But Mikael Brown like 6'4", at least he really might be 6'5". Um, he could score, right? I'm thinking about Mikael Brown. It's just like imagine if this team got Jalen Green off the bench. That would be cool. Sergio Delaro, cool. I don't think I want Mikael Brown falling any farther. Yeah, weird fit, but he is that talented. He is that talented. Um, right here we got the Lakers. Lakers. I'm going big automatically, right? Just a big that could catch lobs. Jaden Quaintance, if he was healthy, would be very ideal. Baba Miller is like, if the Lakers got balls, they should probably reach for Baba Miller because they got Luca. Luca could turn if Baba Miller's a willing shooter, and if he's next to Luca for his whole career, he's gonna start hitting them eventually. Like, and he's that athletic. He's just gonna have a year where he starts hitting threes because he already does have that sometimes where he has years where he hits threes. Um, Not all the time though, right? Okay, who else could you take if you are this team? You got Nate Amena on the board still as a wing. Quaintance is always hurt. It's scary taking Quaintance here. Quaintance is the best player here. Quaintance is the best player here. Like, yeah, you might just go Quaintance and like he's gonna eventually be healthy, right? There's no way Quaintance is like this his whole career. Yeah, he isn't the best shooter, but like you got Luca on your team. But like I feel like a team of Quaintance and Luca is too much bad free throw shooting. Any team with Luca as your star is bad enough free throw shooting. Quaintance, but like his health, like this is a win now team. They're gonna go against like a Jokic. Like, is he tall enough to deal with that? He's definitely strong enough, but like Baba Miller isn't the defender he is though. Like being as good of a defender as Jaden Quaintance matters at some point. I'm gonna go Jaden Quaintance here. Um, Awesome lob threat right here for the Nuggets. Cameron Carr is on the board. They need another scorer. Mikael Brown here would have been awesome. That would have been robbery. Bennett Sturts here is cool. Bennett Sturts here is cool. I might just go Bennett. Bennett, Donovan. Donovan could just come in. This guy, Donovan, don't be shocked if he goes in the first round. Where is he? Where did the Nuggets finish in 3-point shooting? Like, I might if I'm the Nuggets, why not reach for him? Depending on where they ended the season from 3 last year, I might be willing to reach. Is Donovan even listed for this draft? Someone on my big board that's not in the draft. Like, where is he? Donovan? No, not Donovan Dent. Do I gotta hit search? Is there a way you can search for a player? Um, I don't know where Donovan is. Texas Tech shooting guard. He shot 60% on open threes, but I can't find him right now. You got someone that shoots 60% on open threes next to Jokic. That's just enough gravity. Um, that stat will for sure get tested in the NBA. But hey, do it again, right? Donovan, what is his name? Donovan Atwell. Like, is he not qualified for the NBA draft? Um, Donovan Atwell is a NBA draft prospect. What is he not doing here? Are y'all seeing this? I would have took Donovan Atwell, but I can't find him. Um, where is Donovan Atwell? Now the fact that I can't find him makes me want to take him even more. Like, I can't even find him. What? Where's Donovan Atwell? Um, that's crazy. I might just have to move on from taking him. Can't even find him. And it was a bit of a reach, but 60% on open threes. This team's not in need of a star player. They are very much in need of closing Jokic's window. And if they could get Klay Thompson, go ahead and do it. I might just take Cameron Carr here. He's turnover prone, which is why I ended up liking Donovan Dent more than him. Might even go Lamar Wilkerson. Play defense. Cameron Carr is super athletic, though. He almost had to create on that team. He'd have a lob threat for Jokic. No, you got to go Cameron Carr here. Whatever. Yeah, it was the right pick either way. Yeah, Cameron Carr, super athletic. Next to freaking Braun and Watson, you could just put them at small forward, and he's gonna come in there and score the ball. Right here for the Celtics, I want a big. I just want Tatum to for sure be like more of a small forward for the rest of his career. Who's the best player on the board? Is like Bennett Sturts. Bennett would fit this team, but Bennett would be cool here, but nah. Donovan Atwell, this could be the team that reaches on him because it's in like the 60% stat I said. Zuby Ejiofor, Graham Ike, like this is like a Zuby Ejiofor, Graham Ike, maybe a even Nick Boyd team. Nick Boyd to be able to come here and be like the main creator. I got him in my Jaylen Brown tier on my big board, meaning like I do like him. It's just that like he's an underrated player. He has reasons of doubt. He shot amazing. This guy is so fun to watch. Know him. He's the funnest player to watch in the NBA draft. Know him. Y'all should watch his highlights from Israel. He's just out there playing street ball. The Celtics, though, where was I going with this again? What was I looking at? Oh, Nick Boyd. Like, he could score the ball, man. Dylan Swain though could too, but Nick Boyd is a more of a willing 3-point shooter, But I don't like this big man rotation, and Nick Boyd could low key mess around and fall, Nick Boyd can mess around and fall, and then you maybe just trade up for him. And then this guard rotation is good enough. This big man rotation to me is not it. Like, Zuby, he's 6'9". Like, you gonna? I don't really know too much of this guy though. Baba Miller, like Baba Miller or Malik Brown could be first round sneaky. They trusted Malik Brown so much defensively, and if you just have that on this Celtics team, just to be like what Tatum is defensively, you have like Tatum, Brown, and Brown. Like, oh man, the two J's and the two Browns, the two J's on offense, the two Browns on defense with White and Tatum, like that is promising. He isn't the greatest rebounder though. He's an awesome defender. Awesome defender. That almost makes me want to go with him, but Dylan Swain is cool too. But it's like, man, I just wish I could just get someone bigger than Tatum, like taller wise. Baba Miller could be that. He's like elite at rebounding, elite passer. Like he's a willing shooter too. Baba Miller's gonna develop a jumper one day. Like Baba Miller's gonna be able to shoot eventually, especially if he goes to the Celtics. Just be a 3 and D like big guy next to Tatum. I don't hate this. You could even throw him at center, I guess, and just keep Tatum at power forward. He could rebound the ball, man. I might reach on Baba Miller here. He's such a awesome passer, willing shooter, 6'11", such a good rebounder. I just want someone that could grab boards for this team, but Nikola Vucevic could be that, but also could find that in free agency, right? Just like a big rebounder, but Baba Miller is just he's not better than Dylan Swain, right? Um, he's not. He's not better than Oweh. He's not better than some people at basketball. Like at the end of the day, Baba Miller is not better than some of these guys at basketball. But I like his ability to defend the rim, pass, willingness to shoot, and rebounding for a championship level team in the Boston Celtics. I feel like he could outplay his draft stock if he went to the Boston Celtics. So I'm gonna take Baba Miller here for the Boston Celtics. Can't shoot for shit, but he's a willing shooter that could knock him down. Like if you guard him like you need your Alex Caruso's on a championship team, or you leave him open and just like you get a free shot sometimes, and he gonna knock him down once in a while. Wow, the Brooklyn Nets got 2 first rounders, right? You got an extra first rounder to get Julius Randle. That's crazy. You got Michael Porter. I mean, you got Igor Demon. Run him at the 2 at this point. I mean, right here, I told myself you just gonna take the best center available, right? Zuby Ejiofor, he could even shoot a little bit. He could block shots. You could develop him. Yeah, Zuby Ejiofor. He can space out the court. He's 6'9", kind of smaller center. You got a little bit of those. You got a couple of those on this team, right? Smaller centers, but hey, ain't like you winning anytime soon and get you another one. Right here for the Cavaliers, Dylan Swain might actually be an awesome pick here, right? He can play defense. He could do a little bit of everything, just in between Harden and Mobley. I think Dylan Swain here is cool because he has star potential, and if he does start hitting his shots, he could take off for this team. I like Lamar Wilkerson, but like you already got Max Strus, you already got shooters, you already got that. It gets you a guy that can play defense in between. Nate Ament can play defense too, but Dylan Swain, like he's gonna be willing to play off of Harden and Donovan Mitchell. So would Nate Ament probably be forced to. But right here, last pick of the mock draft, we're gonna go. I'm leaning towards Lamar Wilkerson. Last pick. Donovan Atwell is gone. Otega Oweh isn't needed here. Nick Boyd isn't needed here. Lamar Wilkerson, though, his ability to shoot off the ball is awesome here. You already let go of Isaiah Evans is gone. Donovan Dent is really the pick. Or no, Donovan Atwell. But he's literally not on the board. Like Donovan Atwell isn't here, so I'm just gonna shout out a sleeper. Yeah, it looked like Donovan Atwell isn't on the board, so a sleeper is gonna get a shout out. And Lamar Wilkerson, I would have actually went Donovan Atwell here. I can't find him. Donovan Atwell. Cade Tyson here is cool too. I'm leaning towards Lamar Wilkerson though. He's just all he wants to do is shoot threes. All he wants to do is take open shots. He even forces them sometimes though. But Malik Brown here would be cool for the defense, but Lamar Wilkerson as just a sniper next to Cooper Flagg and Christian Anderson for the foreseeable future. Donovan Atwell would have been cool too. He plays defense also. I'm gonna go Lamar Wilkerson though. I like his size. He played at small schools for a little bit, but Indiana was fun to watch this year because his ability to just create from the 3 point line. And yeah, he's a senior. He's on the older side of things, but Lamar Wilkerson could shoot, man. He could shoot, and that is the first round mock draft entirely for me. Um, yeah, can't wait for tonight. We got the official one coming soon, bro. Um, Keaton Wagler just he fell. Even though I took a guard earlier, man, that would be my official mock draft. And thank you everybody for tuning in to another video on the MLD Boss page. Have a nice day, and yeah, God bless.